What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of the Jericho Report Weekly News Briefing. It is Saturday, March the 15th, 2014. As always, the first link below is going to take you over to the Blogspot post. That's where you can find all these links I'm about to give you. Off the top, let me do a shout out to Inside Edition. Inside Edition contacted me yesterday, wanted to do an interview with me to get my thoughts on Flight 370. Unfortunately, by the time I got back to them, they have already put in their episode together. I try to sleep late on Fridays because I know I'm going to be up all night and all morning doing these reports for you guys. However, if you saw Inside Edition last night, you probably saw my face. I know they used a clip from my YouTube video. They also quoted me, conspiracy theories are popping up all over YouTube. One guy claims the plane may have been brought down by a secret EMP pulse weapon. They quoted me here. I'll put a link to the article. Shout out to them. I do appreciate you guys. Other news concerning this plane that so far has not been found. All kinds of new theories popping up. The story seems to change day after day. U.S. investigators suspect missing Malaysian Airlines planes flew for up to 4 hours. Apparently, just flying by itself, I don't know. I'll put all these links. CNN exclusive analysts show two possible Indian Ocean Pass airliner might have took. Put a link to this. Let my computer catch up here. Malaysian jet. Let's see. Malaysian jet hidden by electronic weaponry? ? Apparently, the 20 people who worked for the semiconductor agency that were on board are linked to the Defense Department. Interesting article here from the Examiner.com. Let's see. Got some other notes that I made here. Apparently, China came out and said there was a possible earthquake on the seafloor right around the time that the plane lost contact. Don't know about that. Other stuff, lithium batteries possibly in the cargo hold had something to do with it. Whatever. Followed waypoints. Apparently, CNN had a graphic that was saying, oh, the plane did this, and this, and following these waypoints. Apparently that the engine manufacturer is talking about it was sending back data for hours after it turned off its transponder. What it comes down to is nobody knows what the hell's going on with this plane. The mainstream media over the past week, you would think they were conspiracy theorists. They call us crazy. They need to go back and review their last week's video because it's just been off the chain. Anyway, there is other news going on. Shout out to the FDNY. 9 still missing after Manhattan explosion leaves 4 dead, 63 hurt. I believe that is up to 8 dead. CNN needs to update their article. That big natural gas explosion in Manhattan a couple days ago. I don't think that there was any sort of, I just think, it's an old city and, natural gas leaks happen sometimes. Could be more to it, but I'll put a link to the story. Out in San Francisco, we had massive San Francisco fire near AT&T Park, mostly contained. Huge fire. Structure under construction. Craziness. Check a look at the video they got there. Let's see. Immigration change gives legal status to undocumented relatives of U.S. military. Put a link to this. Meanwhile, look at this from Reuters. U.S. border agents told to be less aggressive against stone throwers. I'll put a link to it. Obama's poll numbers are amazing. Fox News has an article here. Obama's approval rating is 38%. A lot of you guys know why that concerns me. Jericho? I don't know. Everything else going on in the world? Put a link to it. Got one from Time. Watch President Obama and Zach, I'm not going to butcher his last name, Between Two Ferns. This is the weird guy that played in The Hangover. Did you see the interview? He actually talks about the birth certificate, and Obama uses this to plug Obamacare. It's just sickening. I'll put a link to it. Whatever. Got some more stuff here. FDA approves device to treat migraine headaches. Brainwave technology. Put a link to this from the LA Times. I wouldn't trust that at all. Here's the technology that's going to make your phone internet 1,000 times faster than 4G. Interesting. Business Insider. Internet going to the next level. I'll put a link to it. Over to financial news. How the Dow Jones Industrial Average did Friday. The Dow was down over 300 points on the week. 387 points. And next week, with this whole Russia thing, I'm hearing the markets are going to take a tumble. I'll put a link to this data here. From CNN Money, everything must go. There's a flood of store closings. No crap, right? It's a jobless recovery, don't you know? John Corzine, we got more suspicious deaths in the banking sector. John Corzine's son, dead at 31. Dead or gone underground. Put a link to it. Meanwhile, there was a helicopter crash over in Norfolk. Apparently, this guy was really wealthy. 4 people killed. I don't know too much into I don't know exactly his background, but he was a very wealthy guy over there. I'll put a link to the article. Anything up with that? I don't know. President, choose between cable, phone, or healthcare. President Obama is actually saying choose between cable, phone, or healthcare. Screw you, scumbag. I'll put a link to this. Ugh. Meanwhile, First Lady Obama, you are doing God's work. Michelle Obama tells Obamacare counselors, you are doing God's work. Lady, you don't know anything about God. I'll put a link to that. I just can't. This mainstream article, you would think that was from a conspiracy site. Obamacare's secret mandate exemption. HHS quietly repeals the individual purchase rule for 2 years. Is this true? From the Wall Street Journal. Crap not working out the way you thought it would. Tyrants. I got one more from the Examiner. Worried Obama begs donors. Do you still have my back? Question mark. I wouldn't have your back. Okay, we're over to New World Order and Police State News. Is the Department of Homeland Security building a domestic military force? Question mark. Another one of these stories come out March 11 from Off Grid Survival. It's all around you, people. Let's see here. We got a vast hidden surveillance network runs across America powered by the repo industry. I didn't know about this. Somebody sent me this link. Thank you for that. Put a link to it. Interesting stuff from the Daily Caller. Confusion reigns as gun control law takes effect in Connecticut. Nobody knows what to do. Well, I'll put the next from the Examiner. Connecticut police refuse to enforce new gun laws. That's a wise choice. Shout out to the officers who are going to uphold their oath to the Constitution. This come out March 8. Let's see. Police use of force dropped 60% when officers required to wear video cameras. That's interesting. This is from Swan. Put a link to this. Meanwhile, taser drone could stun criminals with 80,000 volts. Taser drones coming at you. That from Discovery News. Won't be long. Republicans debate privacy versus security. I would remind Republicans that those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Oakland forced to dial back full-spectrum surveillance. This from We Are Change, March 9. Interesting. New York high school student. This is messed up. New York high school student suspended for NRA pro-Second Amendment t-shirt. Just says Second Amendment, National Rifle Association, shall not be infringed. Not sure why that's a problem. It's the Constitution of the United States of America. Connecticut eyes law to curb loud movies. Apparently in Connecticut, they want to tell you if your movies are too loud. The babysitting nanny state. Obama threatens vetoes of bills requiring him to follow the law. This from teaparty.org. Of course, he has a pen and a phone, remember? Meanwhile, Diane Frankenstein is upset that the CIA illegally searching yada yada yada. Yeah, it's all good until it happens to you, isn't it? Over to where are we now? World War III news. Got a lot of it. Kerry and Lavrov failed to reach breakthrough on Ukraine. This is from Reuters. Meanwhile, John Kerry, Russia has until Monday to reverse course on Ukraine. We got the vote coming up over the weekend. Russia is preparing to invade East Ukraine. This come out March 14. This all has to do with the Ukraine this week. Bank runs begin in Crimea as depositors swarm Ukraine's largest bank. This from Silver Doctors. Put a link to this. Yahoo News has Kremlin website hit by powerful cyber attack via Reuters 17 hours ago. Meanwhile, check this out. And now it looks like Russia may be messing with the Fed. Apparently a mass withdrawal, $105 billion U.S. government bonds. Again, supposedly there's going to be trouble in the markets on Monday. We'll all be watching. In fact, I got a link to back that up from The Guardian. Markets fear Russia has cut U.S. Treasury bill holding over Ukraine crisis. This come out March 14. Put a link to this. A couple more here. Meanwhile, while all this is going on with Russia and the Ukraine, Putin nominated for Nobel Peace Prize. This come out March 7, 2014. Well, why not? They gave it to Obama. Why not give it to Putin? Nothing makes any sense. Got a couple more here. U.S. Navy ready to deploy laser system this summer. Rail guns aren't far behind. This actually come out February 17, but somebody just sent it to me. Thank you for that. And the Time has this report: U.S. could be plunged into blackout by minimal attacks on the power grid. This came out March 13. What are they trying to tell us? Put a link to it. Okay, we're over to 2012 and Earth Changes news. Massive car pileup in Ohio kills 3, injures state trooper. This came out on March 12. Man, hopefully we've seen the last of the snow. It has been a crazy winter. From USA Today, scientists tests West Coast for Fukushima radiation. We know it's here already. I don't know what they're testing for. Get the hell away from the West Coast would be my advice. Mysterious flash of light and loud bang perplex DC Reddit users. When did this come out? Doesn't have a date on it. I'll put a link to it. March 8. More loud booms and flashes of light. Meanwhile, from Huff Tech, we got this. Something just destroyed this asteroid, and we don't know what it was. This came out on March 7. Put a link to this. Laser weapon? Something we don't know about? I don't know. Meanwhile, Fireball season is about to begin. This came out March 11 from the Weather Channel. Be advised. A lot more fireballs coming our way, apparently. Will Comet Lanier produce a major meteor shower in 2014? Apparently, it's supposed to peak around May 24, 2014. Be advised, this from Earth Sky. Got some earthquakes. We got the one that was off the California coast, magnitude 6.8. It didn't officially produce a tsunami. However, a couple buoy markers did go off. I was watching that closely. We had a 6.8 east of the South Sandwich Islands, way far south. There's not even any buoys down there, so I'm not sure if there was tsunami or not. Nothing reported anyway. Magnitude 5.8 off the coast of Mexico. No tsunami that I know of. And we had a 5.5 right around the site where the plane supposedly disappeared. I think this was afterwards, though. Like a couple days after. I'll put a link to it from CNN. I don't know. Over to strange and bizarre news. Terrifying moment: a skydiver was hit by an 87-year-old pilot plane. He came into land. Apparently they didn't see each other, or they saw each other too late. Put a link to it. Meanwhile, Batman robs store in G-string. I don't know. It's on LiveLeak. I'll put a link to it. Where do I get these from? This is why it's called the Strange and Bizarre Bin. Woman's auto payments hid her death for 6 years. Yeah, apparently this lady died, but all of her bills were on auto pay, and no one knows she was gone until her bank account went dry. Crazy story here from Hawaii News Now. Put a link to it. Meanwhile, Portland police rescue family pinned into bedroom by 22-pound cat. Cat doom. I'll put a link to it. Swarm of killer bees attacked elderly California woman. Sting her more than 1,000 times. Damn, that sucks. Makes me think of the movie My Girl. Put a link to this from Daily News. Let's see. This is kind of sick. Forming Thoughts sent me this. High school planned production of Carrie the Musical sparks outrage from parents. This is just sick. If you're not aware of Carrie, I'll put a link to it from Fox News. Craziness. I can't even believe that they would even... I don't know. Meanwhile, $600,000 taken from safe of... I'm not going to butcher his name. Let's see. Authorities investigating $600. Apparently someone took it from the safe of a pastor. He's a famous guy. I'm not going to butcher his name. Put a link to it. I always wonder why God needs so much money. Anyway, and one more in the Strange and Bizarre Bin. RC radio-controlled flying FUCK helicopter. I'm not making it up. Put a link to it on Amazon.com. Flying FUCK. It makes sense. For all of the news, please check my favorites. I have favorited tons of videos. A lot of fresh news over there. At least scan over the titles and see if there's anything I missed. Shout-outs this week. You know what? I haven't pulled them up yet. Let me pull them up. Give me 1 second. That flying FUCK helicopter. They're saying, check it out. They actually, if you scroll down the page, they got a promo video on that. Would make an interesting gift. Definitely. Shout outs this week. Shout out to the passengers who helped save the baby. Apparently a plane was diverted. Let's see. U.S. Airways flight. A baby stopped breathing. Passengers saved the day, and the plane landed. It was from Tampa to Phoenix, landed in Houston, then continued on its route. So right on. Shout out to Pastor James David Manning. If you did not see the video, a lot of other people made videos this week plugging this video. You got to check it out. Revolution or Martial Law. About 13 minutes long. Definitely worth sitting through the whole thing. Pastor Manning, I couldn't have said it better. If you don't know Pastor Manning, definitely check him out. Even if you're not a religious person, you don't have to be to understand his message. I'll put a link to his video. Pull it up. If you watch any of the links below, check out his video. Just Outstanding message. Powerful. One of the probably most powerful video I've seen in a long time. Put a link to it. And another way, another shout out to Inside Edition, top link for running my story about the possible EMP. I don't know what happened to that plane, but I definitely it just proves that the mainstream does watch us. Let's see here. Please rate the video if you like the report. It helps it move around YouTube. I really appreciate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down, +1, wherever you find it. You can also share it. Hit the share button. Send it out to everybody. I appreciate it. Also, follow me on Facebook, Google, Twitter for live show alerts, breaking news alerts, new video alerts, because people tell me they don't get my videos. Follow me there. You'll always get them. That's all I got this week, guys. I am out of breath. Again, shout out to Inside Edition. I can't believe that. My first mainstream go at it. Pure madness. What do you think is going to come up with this plane? Are they going to find it? Are we never going to find it? They're going to figure out it's at the bottom of the ocean. Maybe it was abducted by aliens. I don't know. But until the next one, guys, you guys take care. Stay safe. I will see you on the next one.